So one of the places where I very much disagree with pickup artists and red pill people and all this kind of stuff is that I
Hmm.
do very much believe men and women can be friends if
Hmm.
men put women in the friend zone and not the other way around. I
Yep.
think it's very, very. In fact, if you do so, then you can invoke mate choice copying because
Hmm.
women will see compliance from multiple. You've probably looked at my Instagram at some point.
Yeah.
Like
Hmm.
they use. What will happen is you'll see compliance from multiple women will then get you more women, which will give you access to places with even more women, which will get you what you talked about being smooth. So I'm
Yep.
around women on a multiple basis. My voice inflection
Yep.
doesn't change because I'm around women. I don't
Yep.
supplicate to them or change my behavior. And number three, women introducing you to more women. When I talk to the most attractive women, I'll have them on here on my show, Access Vegas sometimes. When I talk to them, I frequently ask, where did you meet the last 5 guys you've had sex with? There's a common question I have, and it's
Yep.
usually female friend, female friend, female friend, female friend, Instagram. It's never
Yep.
cold approach, pickup, date game at the fucking mall, and it's almost never, I met a super hot guy on Tinder. It's never those things. It's female
Exactly.
friend, female friend, sometimes male friend, but he might be gay, and then Instagram. That's where they tend to meet these people.
Yeah, exactly. And that is, it's something that men just don't do. This is like, I don't know if you know anything about game theory, like that John
Yes,
Nash
of
Beautiful
course,
Mind
yeah,
movie.
read all about it.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. Great. So men being friends with women is just isn't very common. I made a video recently about this woman saying that whenever she's friends with a guy and he gets a girlfriend, he disappears because he was always interested in her. And I played a little buzzer, and I said, actually, men can be friends with women, but then women scream at us and say, "What? Like, why are you still talking to women? I need you to not talk to women."
Yeah.
And the thing is, I agree with her most of the time. Like, usually when a man is friends with a woman, it's because he's waiting for her to be available. I've been friends with women who were beautiful, who I really, really liked. And if they were not, if they were interested in me and they were not in relationships or whatever was the wall was, I would be interested. I know how to, I know how to turn that off and not be quietly in pursuit of her.
Yeah.
I've done that. I know how to do that. I've had a lot of female friends that I don't want any sort of physical relationship with. I don't think most men know how to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, because the first couple, what happens is if you're living in any kind of scarcity, this has happened to me. I have tons of female friends now, but I remember getting back from the Middle East. I did 6 months deployment to Al Udeid, and when I got back, I went to in Atlanta. Strip clubs are a little different. Strip clubs and nightclubs. There's kind of a mesh. Same thing in Miami. There's kind of a hybrid of the two things. And I'm in there, and I'm talking to this girl, and I remember just fumbling, like literally mouth got dry. I hadn't spoken to an attractive woman in 7 months, and the woman
Wow.
almost like said, "I hope everything's all right with you." Like some sort of piteous remark. And I was just like,
Sure.
because I was so uncalibrated to this situation. The opposite of smoothness. I like that term,
Yeah.
smoothness or game, if you want to call it, stuff like that.
Mhm.
Being used to what I like to say is immersion, the concept of in the U.S. military where they put you behind a berm and they fire live bullets over your head. So you get used
Oh,
to
yeah.
hearing that whizzing noise. Your
Yeah.
heart rate's at 140. The next time you do it, it's at 120. And then finally, your heart rate stays at
Sleep, yeah.
83. And you're like checking your phone while the bullets are going on. This is
Yeah.
what happens once you see the hottest girl you've ever seen 50 times in Vegas. You get to the point where it's like, she's super hot. I don't even look at her boobs once to have a conversation with her. I invite her to a couple events, say, hey, do you want to come support this animal rescue charity I'm doing? I go like, hey, good. Let's exchange numbers. I go on. And then I notice she's watching every single one of my stories. Every
Yep.
single one. And because why? Because I was still able to do those things at the bottom on your chart there. I was still able to
Yep.
trigger attraction.
Keep them up. Yeah.
But I did not show intent because my intent is valuable. You have to work for it.
Yes,
I I believe in this concept of chiseling out the life you want by rewarding good behavior in your life from other people and punishing bad behavior. Punishing might not be the right word, or maybe not acknowledging bad behavior, not reacting to bad behavior. And when you
Yep.
do that, that's really hard to do when a woman is super attractive to you and she's not giving you attention. Then you go in and you try to fix the situation. Now she's giving you less attention. You're making it worse because you aren't rewarding good behavior and punishing bad behavior, not creating those
Right.
boundaries that a guy at the bottom there would have.
Yeah, that's something that I've worked a lot on. I have not had a lot of jobs. I have worked a lot on self-awareness and meditation and that sort of thing. I've moved up in, what was called the levels in the Aqua map. And that's something that I've learned to do without immersion. I just am aware of, and this is a skill that I try to teach people in my life coaching practice and in the videos. I'm aware of what's going on in myself subconsciously. And when I see a woman that I'm interested in, I'm aware of how I'm trying to, purchase her interest with investment and with, being nice. And I'm aware of those things coming up in me. And because I'm aware of it, I can just select which ones to do. So there's just no situation where a girl is so hot that I'm going to go, what do I do? It's always just, there are the right things to do and the wrong things to do, and I know what they are.
Yeah. Yeah, you
And
understand what right action is through repetition. Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, so I can just, because I know what they are, I can just select the right ones. And there's nothing to be nervous about because this is 100% the best way to get what I want. And I know that. And if I get it or not is up to her.